Shalom, welcome to the Jewish View. My name is Rabbi Nachman Simon with the Chabad House of Delmar, together with my co-host Mark Ronich, and we have a very special guest with us, Marty Stein, who is a judge at the KosherFest, and he's going to judge all these kind of foods for us. We have two other guests with us, my grandson Menachem Simon and J.J. Hecht, that they're going to be our official testers. If it's good food, we'll have them test it out.
And J.J. came all the way from Kingston, and Menachem came all the way from Dayton, Ohio, to be with us today.
There you go. I thought they're real guest stars.
They're really real guests. They came a long way, and Marty came from Colony. Menands, excuse me.
A little further.
Okay.
What do we have today, Mark?
A lot of dairy.
All right, there you
So
go.
hopefully no one is lactose intolerant. So I wanted to let everyone know that, they had this event, this food trade, kosher food trade show in November called KosherFest 2016. And it's been going on for
Where is
decades.
it?
28 years.
28
This
years.
is the 28th year.
And it's
Where
in
is
the Meadowlands in New
Meadowlands.
Jersey,
Really a
Secaucus,
big
New
thing.
Jersey. It's huge. And they had 90 new exhibitors this year. And it was packed. And they had people from all around the world come to the KosherFest to display their products and hopefully, it was a business-to-business, B2B trade show. So it wasn't like consumers coming there, but it was people who were going to buy who were going to put in big orders, like supermarkets come there to put in their big orders for Passover and year-round. So they get to meet with the distributors.
Very good that kosher is growing. I mean, it's not a diminishing market. On the contrary, it's growing. What do you say, Marty?
And it's also, for people that are not kosher, Jewish people, all nationalities, it's a very good, healthy trend. It's certified, so it has more people observing the product and making sure that it's pure. So you have a double certification, like USDA and then a kosher symbol.
Oh, and gluten-free and all these other symbols. Organic. I mean, there's more labels, symbols on the labels than they have to make bigger labels for all these symbols. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so now I wanted to go over some of the products we have here, and this is from a company called Dips, and Mr. Dips, D-I-P-Z.
This is a new company?
It's relatively new.
It's relatively new, and they were very generous. They did send a lot of the products, the assortment of products. And did they win best?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
So this was Heavenly Eggplant that they have. They also have a product called Sweet Onion. These are all, you could have a cracker and just, dip it in, and mustard and seed onion. Very good, very tasty products. Greek olive dip and olive tapenade.
In KosherFest, you were allowed to taste most of these?
They want you to taste, not take.
Yeah, but you did both.
But I did both, of course. It's me. This is sweet onion and eggplant. So, they do a lot of things with eggplant, obviously. Sweet and spicy onion is also so you have the sweet onion, the sweet and spicy onion. You have the sweet onion and eggplant and the heavenly eggplant. And you got the mustard and sweet onion, the Greek olive dip, and olive tapenade.
Well, you really have any kind of taste sensation that anybody would want.
You like olives, eggplants, onions, this is it for you, this is great.
Good for entertaining.
It really is good for entertaining. It's a wide assortment. And it's the tasty too. I mean, you just can't put something out and then have your guests say, oh, it's dry, or oh, this didn't go with this cracker, or this wasn't good. I mean, this really does.
Well, again, I'm like that. The rabbi always promoting kosher, and like you say, people want a good taste. Mm-hmm. They want a good food, and they want an assortment of kind of things, and
right.
Just serves me pride because. Listen, anybody who wants to keep kosher can't say, what am I going to eat? Nothing good over there. And listen, anything you want that you're going to be able to get in a kosher way.
Mm-hmm. So we also have cheeses, which came my way from, this is a variety pack from Le Petit Fermier. It's a French company. And I didn't take French in school, I took Spanish. But it's from It's packaged. It's from Anderson Foods, and tell us about Anderson Foods, Marty. You know about them,
It's
right?
one of the major players in the kosher cheese industry, and they have a lot of variety. And what I like about it is the packaging.
Mm-hmm.
This is awesome. It's got 4 different kinds of cheese. It's a party pack. You can serve it right at your party or at your meal, and you take the one that you want.
Mm-hmm.
I think it won one time, didn't it, at the KosherFest?
Possibly, yes.
Brand new package. There we go. I mean,
So-
that's it. You can get all kinds of different assortments of
And
cheese.
it's delicious. You could see him.
I don't know if you
just-
can see them.
I love it. I just love it.
See, if
So-
Mark is eating it, you know that
Try
it's
it.
going to be good over there.
Oh, I'm not grimacing either. No. Now,
Show us some other cheeses.
from other cheeses are these samples from Brigitte. It's goat cheese. A lot of people are doing a lot with goat cheese, and
Goat cheese is very popular.
Why is that then? It's a
It's just a
different
new
kind of
trend.
taste.
It's a new trend.
it's a new trend.
People who are lactose intolerant can eat goat, can't they?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know about
Someone
that.
told
I'm
me
not
that.
sure.
I'm not on that.
You're not in the goat expertise business?
No goat expertise.
Okay. So now you have these smaller items, but I want to show the variety that we have here of these cheeses. That you can see the different flavors: maple pecan, jalapeno, Mediterranean spice.
Here's a truffle.
Oh, truffles are mushroom. They're very expensive. They have a very special way of harvesting the mushrooms and so, to make them truffles. So it says sincerely Bridget. Do you know?
That's the same company.
That's Anderson
It's
Foods, right?
yes.
So this is crumpled goat cheese. This is crumpled up. But I got to tell you, this one here, if we can get a close-up of these cheeses here, we also have this raspberry chocolate. Now, if you like cheese, if you like raspberry chocolate, this is for you. Absolutely. I'm going to try some.
Oh, there you go. Now we know.
Also-
Got the expert.
Oh, I'm in heaven now. Okay. I don't know if I can go on.
We'll take over.
Well, they're not Chalav Yisrael. You want to
They're
explain why it's important?
All right, it's very interesting that our boys here that we introduced are from the Chabad, and Hasidim usually have Chalav Yisrael, which means a milk that's milked from the outset, meaning a long time ago, you didn't have the major corporations and farms that you have today with 1,000 cows. You had a hick farmer, and you're talking about Europe and the Middle East, and he brought his can of milk that he just milked his cow. Hopefully it was cow milk, but sometimes to make a little extra money, he put a little pig milk, to make a little few extra rubles or whatever they were making there in Europe. In any case, the rabbis made a decree, you're talking thousands of years ago, that some rabbi has to supervise to be sure it's kosher milk, meaning a cow is kosher, so a cow's milk is kosher. A pig is not kosher, pig's milk is not kosher. So that's why we hold to a higher standard, and we do have some cheeses that are that level. On the other hand, people, to be reasonable, people understand that the milk that you're coming from your supermarket is not going to be pig's milk. So some other rabbis say, listen, we know it's not pig's milk, so it's good enough that we just check that you're using cows. We don't have to be there constantly and all the time, once in a while, and that's why the cheeses that Mark are eating, surely it's kosher. They were KosherFest, but they're not at this highest standard.
And that's called Chalav Stam when it's not up to that highest standard.
Correct.
Right, but it's still up to a high standard.
Yeah, surely it's kosher.
Right, okay. Now, what Anderson Foods also did was they put together this holiday party tray. And you could see in the party tray, there's crackers, and there's 4 different types of cheeses, regular crackers that you would see. They're probably not Ritz crackers, but, they're just like Ritz. And they have 4 different types of cheeses: chipotle, garlic basil, tomato olive, and orange ginger. Now, just so you can see this in more, I got a bigger size here, and you can actually see what the cheese looks like. And this is the
Chipotle.
so
garlic.
here we have also jalapeno, cilantro, and let's see, I'll use these as the improvise here. And then we have this parsley chives, which is one of my favorites also. And then we have this tarragon garlic. So, you got your variety. I mean, it's not boring. Kosher food, kosher cheeses are not boring anymore. It's not just like only one type or two types. You got a wide variety.
It's a step up from the sliced Swiss, sliced Munster,
Right.
that were the traditional cheeses, and it's really good.
There is, what I'm showing you is this special Chav Yisrael's mozzarella. It's not as flamboyant as your other cheeses, but you can get very special Chav Yisrael cheeses. Obviously, we can't show every single product that KosherFest was showing. And of course, as we said, we have a taste testers here, so we can open up a little bit of a,
Here, you want these crackers or
I don't know if, I'll take
No?
these.
Okay.
You want some rice beans? Or you open them up. Menachem knows he knows how to eat.
Okay.
Especially if it's sweeter,
Knows
it's
how
not
to attack
healthy
that.
over here.
Okay.
And I'll just cut up a little bit cheeses here. It's pre-sliced, so that's very interesting. All right, you want to take a...
Well, sometimes they put these on a cracker with tomato,
Oh, really?
and for like an hors d'oeuvre.
A little smaller.
What am I, a restaurant here? You got a cooking show here.
That's right.
Right, see here, here's a nice one.
Oh, man.
What do you think?
Just pull it off.
Okay. How
There
was
we
it?
go.
Good?
I'm
Yum.
gonna try some myself.
Isn't that yummy?
Mmm.
Okay, so 2 thumbs up for Chalav Yisrael cheese, mozzarella cheese.
This will be their dinner.
And what's the brand? What brand is that? Is that also Anderson?
You know what's interesting? It is Anderson again. The ones that you just said that was, so they do have regular kosher and the super kosher Chav Yisrael. They make it at different plants, and sometimes it's not so easy to get this milk. Like I say, the cows don't take a rest. They don't sleep at night. And therefore, if you're going to supervise cows, you have to have someone there almost like 22 hours a day, and that means throughout the night. Obviously, it's not so easy because, number one, that these farms aren't in the middle of Brooklyn, and therefore, you got to have someone in the boondocks. Again, so you can understand the hardship to have set up these farms. So therefore, regular milk is easier to get, to say the least, and therefore, the Chav Yisrael special cheeses are a little bit less easy to get a hold of.
Okay, well, we should also show these types of, finish up this type of cheese here, these cheeses. The blue marble, the tomato olive, these are cheese sticks. So if you don't want the, a slice of cheese, you can actually, get them, any excuse to take some cheese, but you can have them in a stick form.
Or
I guess that's good for a
snacking cheese.
snacking, but for kids to go to school and, pack them in the lunch.
Noshing cheese.
And I want to show you that, the sriracha cheese is the flavor, sriracha flavor is like in everything now.
It's very hot. Hot category.
It's not only that, it's a hot flavor too.
Oh,
It's
yes.
like, and it's really terrific. And I just, it's everything is made, has that sriracha flavor now, and you see it in a lot of the advertising, for sure. So that's now kosher. Sriracha's kosher, and that's
Now, once you're
that's
talking
good.
about milk products, Mark, I just want to introduce, and these are, again, Chav Yisrael, but again, you were talking about children. You have Greek, it's for kitty,
Yeah,
Greek
yo-yo.
yogurt. So we have a few of those. And we have light Greek probiotic, zero milk fat, pineapple, again, just Again, I keep on reiterating how the kosher market is sensitive to the people's taste. Organic, gluten-free, we're talking about people are on diets, everybody's on a diet, so that's important also. And the Greek yogurt is very big. Chocolate pecan crunch. Look at
It's
that
on the
with
top.
chocolate pecans.
Right, well, you open it up and then you put the
the
chocolate
chocolate.
pecans
From
inside the
Elmer's.
yogurt and mix it
So
up.
that's like cutting edge. That's what
Well.
I'm saying. That's incredible. Baked apple crisp.
Mm-hmm.
This is very interesting.
How do we get a close-up of that?
I don't know.
Let's see, why don't you put it in front on the
Front,
ledge?
that's easier.
And
I'll
then,
do that, and I'll put the other one. I mean, just again, to me, it's amazing because I've been around so long, and really, if you wanted to keep kosher, you really didn't have too
Like-
many options. And right now, like, again, I keep on reiterating, but
Uh-huh.
it's to me amazing.
Yeah.
Any person could say, oh, I'm going to lose out because, all right, I'll keep kosher, but I can't have this, that, or the other thing, and don't even think that way because a person is able to.
now, I have to
Whatever
tell
you
you,
want.
this company, Blue Isle Mediterranean Yogurt Spread, since you're
Right.
talking about yogurt,
Caroon Dairies of California.
they're in California. What dairy is it?
Caroon.
Caroon. Oh, Karoun. Caroon Dairy. So just so you think, that there's a shelf, that there's an expiration date on the side of the
Sleeve.
of every
The
product, the
sleeve,
sleeve. I just wanted to show you. This is actually from last year's
Uh-oh.
KosherFest,
Are you going to eat it,
2015.
Mark?
I am.
Oh,
I'm brave.
yeah.
I'm just opening this now. I want a close-up of this so you could see what this looks like.
Beautiful.
And
Looks
then-
just good as new.
Mmm.
When it's
Oh, this is so good. This is so good.
Over here, Mark.
Okay, I'll take a spoon. That's good. Mmm. No, just teasing. But no, this is delicious, and it's from 2 years ago. Or what did we say the expiration?
January 15.
January of 2016. So it was
the
a-
other one was 15.
The other one
Oh,
was
you lucked
15.
out.
Yeah. So, these while the sell-by date is one thing, you may still, this has been refrigerated for all these years, so I would think that you would still be able to use them. But it shows you what preservatives could do when you put
One more
enough in.
product that I wanted to
Yes.
show, we can put that in front also. Again, cream cheese that's pineapple and it's light and it's Chav Yisrael, it's the kosher.
Oh, that's a cream cheese.
Yeah, it's a cream
Oh.
cheese with pineapple in it.
That's great.
And it has its own serving spoon with it, too.
There you go. So, okay, again, probably like you say,
But
a
it looks
person on
foreign.
a snack.
Is it foreign? Is it from another country?
Let me
or-
check it out over here.
Or can
Mark.
people call Gavina or go online and get it from Gavina?
I don't know, that's Marty's job. It's
Okay.
Chav Yisrael. I just be sure that people are kosher.
looks like
Product
Canada.
of the United States
Oh, is it?
of
Okay.
America.
Ah, I see. Okay, well,
So in
I
any
could tell
case,
by
that's
the-
well,
Marty is.
let's move
What's the, okay, never mind.
down to the other end.
All right,
Did you try the
not to show
sesame
it, let's-
sesame bites? Did you try those? The cereal?
Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Take some. Take some, and just, you're our taste testers to see if it's kid-friendly. I don't know, you put it, what do you say? You're our people over here.
Is that good?
It's very good.
All
Okay.
right, there you go. You're
So-
gonna tell your mommy to get some?
Let's get a close-up of that and hold that up.
Put
Let's-
that up. There you go, beautiful. Not in front
Oh.
of your face. We want to see your
That's
face
it.
also.
There you go.
Pull it over a little bit.
Very nice.
A half your
Okay.
face. All right, good.
So that's cinnamon bite. It's good with or without milk, so.
Yeah, we don't have the milk.
So
but-
close the top so it doesn't fall over and spill all over the place, because you want
Should
that.
come to my house and take care of them over here.
Okay, well, thank you for that offer. I'll take that under advice, okay. But now we also
What's the
have
next thing?
applesauce, apple juice there. We have apple juice,
Lift that up.
and,
Single serve apple juice,
yep, that's good for,
Snacks.
Lunches, snacks.
snacks, grab and
Yeah.
go.
that's right. Can we get a close-up of that somewhere? There you
Show
go.
his face a little bit.
Apple cider. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's a
There you
beautiful
go.
picture.
That's a good shot.
Okay, so do you want to try some?
The bottle's over here.
You got some? Yeah? Okay.
Enough
Shake
for
it.
everybody.
Shake it
up,
first,
shake it
yeah.
up. Wait a minute, what did I do? I forgot another Greek yogurt. Hold on. This is vanilla. Well, it's the same thing, but again, another product.
Did you want to try?
No, thanks.
Okay.
Say
Okay,
l'chaim, l'chaim.
that's good.
You know what, this Davage, that the apple
Yeah.
cider, again, just expanding market. They started with milk, went to cheese, then orange juice, and now they're giving all kinds of fruit juices. So they're just looking to expand their market.
That's terrific. And then, now, we got this herring from Dagim, and it's up front there.
Yeah, show it
It's
all
from
over
Israel.
Menachem.
And where do we got?
There we
okay.
go. Show his face there. Put it-
Okay,
pull it
that's
down.
good, that's good. So you got smoked herring fillets in a small box, so you don't have to, if you like herring fillets, you don't, you could take it to work with you. You don't need to have a,
It's not
you
refrigerated.
don't have to have family size, or.
Shelf-stable.
Oh, it's shelf stable, okay. Now explain to some of the people in the audience who might not know what shelf stable
Doesn't
means.
require refrigeration,
It does not,
right?
and until you open it.
Until you open it.
Okay, but why, how did they come up with the expression shelf stable?
It's industry expression.
Okay, but why, but it doesn't stabilize the shelf?
No. It's
Okay,
just a term used in the trade.
okay.
Yeah.
So what else do we have down there? You want to,
Menachem, show us some other things.
you got cookies? You got
Oh, that's
cookies?
his favorite over here.
From Pascaz, right? Pascaz?
Pashkaz, yeah.
Pascaz? Black and white cookies?
That's the favorite on the table for Menachem.
Oh, okay, well, we're going to have to fight someone for that, okay.
It's a very famous New York City product, is black
What's
and white
next?
cookies.
Keep on showing, pick it up.
Now, this was this was given away by a company that does
What
the,
is it? Automation Solution.
yeah, they had, they sell the gear that the products go on.
Right.
And in the processing, so they came up with a takeaway gimmick.
All right.
And that's all.
So that's
that
part
was,
of automation with the doing in our food. Keep going, what else do
So,
we have there?
up,
Menachem?
no, not that, but up front there, yeah. The no-nos, oh, you've heard enough of no-nos, I'm sure.
Does he know anything? Menachem, you know anything about cookies, candy?
No
He
way,
could be the,
no way.
no way, we don't want the dairy, so.
So that's good.
What else do we have there in front of you? It's surprising it's not eaten by him
Well,
already.
those are cooked beets. Those are also from another
Oh,
year.
I'm sure he loves them over here,
Yeah?
right, Menachem? Cooked beets.
Well, they're so shelf-stable that they are stable for the past 2 years. So I'm sure that they're good.
May have to wait 10 years before he likes them over here.
Well, I have some Hummentaschen at home that's 6 years old, and they're just a little hard, but they're edible. If you
Okay.
dip it into
We should make a
some
commercial
coffee.
on that over
You
here.
know?
Our food
So-
is great. Keep going, what else do you have there? How about that herring? Oh, you showed the herring? What's with that fish in front? We have a yellow fish.
Oh, that's a that's
The
a
game.
stress.
The gib.
Stress?
That's a
because
stress
if
thing.
they
You
ask-
squeeze it when you have stress, but Dagim is the fish
fish
manufacturer,
people.
so they
make the
they had a
Turn
little
around.
gimmick there. Okay, so now we have now we got this Matzah.
Going
and-
to Passover now?
Oh, yes.
All year
So-
round Passover designated.
But this is,
We
all year
matzah
round.
the whole year?
yeah,
This
but,
they eat all this.
but this is a
all year
good,
long.
this is a delicious cereal. And if you don't mind large carb food, this is very healthy, except for it has tremendous
It
amount
says
of carbs.
gluten-free on the right.
Yeah, but that
The two
still
are-
has carbs.
Two are,
Really?
one is gluten-free and two are not.
And
They
this
have
is,
3 different kinds.
so you got the whole wheat maple nut and the cranberry orange. And yeah, this is the gluten-free one, this is not. But still, I mean, just because it's gluten-free, it can still be
Doesn't
high
mean
in
it's
carbs.
healthy.
Doesn't mean it's
Okay.
high in carbs. And, so now, one of the things that happens at KosherFest is that the buyers, believe it or not, in November, come to the show to order their Passover foods.
Even though it's 4 or 5 months ahead of time.
Yeah, 6 months, yeah, whatever it might be, yeah. So they have,
Because you got to manufacture, it takes time.
you got to order it, otherwise they're not going to manufacture enough. And so they place these huge orders, and the serious business there, and they don't want to be bothered by people like me. I'm saying I'm going to do a TV show, and can you give me some
Well,
product?
we're serious business
They
here
really,
over here,
but
Mark.
they want serious. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
they want
signing
orders.
orders, they're signing contracts. So I approach them ahead of time via email, and then afterwards via email. And during the show, I just go and shake their hands and put a face with the name, and that's
Take
about
an
the 15 seconds that I don't even get 30 seconds. I get 15. So,
Well, basically, the Passover programs over the supermarket
So,
chains are done by the end of November.
yeah, right. So, you'll know what Price Chopper's having for Passover now, if you really are concerned. But anyway, this is a good segue from the matzah going into matzahs.
Well,
And-
actually, again, I probably said it about 5 times already.
Say
But
it six.
to me, I think it's an important point. And that is, again, look at the matzahs, it's organic. That again, I know people always say, I keep organic, gluten-free, how can I keep kosher? Hey, you can even eat matzahs that are organic, and everything is very, very, not only holy, but it's healthy.
And what is spelt? Marty, can you?
It's a grain. It's another grain.
Yeah,
It's
but
another grain.
what type of is it a wheat? Is it a?
Technically, I don't know, but it's another grain.
Okay, well
It's a healthier grain.
Yeah.
maybe.
but this particular product is from Israel. This is a product
Yeah.
of Israel.
They grow a lot of wheat there. And now we have also, now it looks.
Well, let's stay with the matzah
Oh, you
and
have
go in
another
the
matzah.
box. Yeah, let's.
Again, it's just almost what we said with the,
Yeah, but it's two types of matzahs.
yeah, that's what I
This
say
is-
with the
Is that the handmade?
Yeah.
handmade,
Okay.
because even though these are square, if you saw the box here, which is people know themselves, they're square matzahs. These matzahs that Mark is opening up are going to be number
Specially,
one, round.
specially wrapped.
Well, that's for sure. Round number 1, because they're handmade, they're rolled out. And number 2, again, a little bit what I was saying about the milk, the wheat is washed from the time it is,
Yeah, grown, and this is.
Very
let's,
delicate.
Let's
matzah.
show this close up of this
Thin,
beautiful
delicate,
matzah.
round matzah.
This is absolutely delicious matzah. Camera, okay,
yeah,
there you go.
there you go. Well,
Okay,
push it
the
over there.
camera.
There you go.
And this is really one of the best tasting matzahs. I won't go back to machine-made matzahs anymore. No,
That's
this is
very
it.
interesting.
And this is also, it's easy to digest, it's easy to eat. It's so when you got to eat so many matzahs during the Seder,
We got 8 days of eating
this is the way to
matzah
go.
Passover.
So who's the manufacturer of this?
Again, it
Probably
is.
from Brooklyn.
No, with all the Hebrew.
I don't have my glasses
Okay.
on.
It's in
But-
Israel. Product of Israel.
Okay.
Right,
So
but-
they
You
have
can-
handmade.
You know, it's interesting, you can
But
get Israel,
can
Brooklyn.
you say what the,
I'll teach you a Hebrew lesson here. Mrs. Chavura, Daddy's saying that this is the city in Israel. I don't know if people can see it. Matzahs of they're.
but it doesn't
people
say
want-
what brand or who the manufacturer, in the name of the
Just,
in case
the
people
point
want.
is just that when you're buying this, you want to know who the rabbi is personally.
Okay.
You're not going to get a name brand for these.
Okay,
Because you want to have, like he says, a great rabbi being sure that everything's super duper duper kosher.
There are a lot of handmade matzahs made in Brooklyn.
yes, there are. I go down to
And-
Borough Park and
Okay.
they have all sorts of assortments. I mean, you can't.
But we have a
But
few more
let's-
minutes.
This
and I
doesn't have the
just-
this doesn't have the UPC code on it, so it's really like small
Small
manufacturing.
company,
Okay.
that's what I'm trying to say. In any case, you want to hold this up.
Yep.
That you don't have to just have matzahs and gefilte fish on Passover. Here it is, here's a Passover almond sponge cake. And you see right on top it says kosher for Passover, gluten-free, because it doesn't have any wheat in it. And again, it's kosher, all these kind of kosher symbols. And one more
Okay,
Yeah,
and then
but
we have a
the-
7-layer cake.
This is- this
7-layer
is
cake.
Now, is there,
Really?
does that have anything to do with 7 days of Passover? Is 8 days of
8
Passover?
days,
8 days?
yeah.
So can we have an 8-layer cake? or-
There you go, 7-layer cake, which is, again, as you see right on top, says kosher for Passover, and looks delicious, and we'll wait till Passover to eat it. And,
Because
you
it
know,
has
again,
it's shelf stable.
shelf
and-
stable, as Marty tells us. And that's the main thing is just that you can eat kosher, number one, but eat good food, which I
Yes.
think Mark has been showing us from KosherFest, some good, tasty, healthy food. People are into health nowadays, so I want to say thank you to to Mark for bringing going to KosherFest, bringing the food. Marty is our kosher food expert in the Capital District, and our two food tasters, Menachem Simon and J.J. Hack, for helping us being sure that everything is tasty.
Thank you.